Good morning. Today is Wednesday, April 29th. Let's take a peek at our day. You are going to continue working on Unit 6, Mod 1, and we're on our day 3 of graphing another cube. And this is going to be located in your student book on page 208. You'll also do some practice pages along with Mrs. Golinowski in a video today, which I'm going to just quickly show you. So when you get into the directions for Wednesday, April 29th, and directions day 3, when you go through, you'll see that you're going to be in your student book page 205. Doing that as a warm-up on page 206, you're going to follow along with the video that Ms. Golinowski created, and you're going to do a bit of a watching, pausing, and working through this lesson with her. And then you're going to complete on your own page 208 and upload that into the assignment that is actually in the Wednesday, April 29th folder right here. So you're going to upload. If you would like to do that on, upload that into Notability, that's just fine. Or if you want to take a picture of your student book, that is fine as well. Make sure if you take a picture though, boys and girls, that you are getting as close as possible without cutting anything out, because otherwise it's really hard for me to read. Let's go back and look at what else we have on our menu here for today. 3 things for our reading core that you've been working on all week. We're going to continue with that Wonder Bubble. Hopefully you've taken the last couple days to research, and now today I really would like you to start and finish that Wonder Bubble and upload that into the discussion thread. And then tomorrow, don't forget that you're going to submit your summary answering the question, how did African Americans fight for freedom during the American Revolution? You're going to continue on. If you have not yet read or listened to chapter 10 and 11, your job today is actually and I notice I haven't added this here, but what you're going to do are answer the questions that are in the folder. And these questions some of you have already gotten to. Let's go take a peek at that folder just to make sure that you understand what you're doing. We're going to go into Language Arts, and we're going to go into that Woods Runner folder. And if you go into the week of April 27th through May 1st, you're going to notice, once again, I've already kind of given you directions about this, but I just want to tell you one more time that once you're answering the questions for chapters 10 and 11, there are 2 pages of questions that you will be doing. But just note that the actual numbers do not match up, as I have explained previously. Because we're not reading the hardcover book, we're actually reading a PDF. So make sure that you notice, like, question number 1 on this first page about the American spirit is actually on your PDF book on pages 69 through 70. So make sure you're doing these pages here and not looking at the pages that are listed on the actual worksheet. So if you see here, it says read the American Spirit on page 65. Well, that's page 65 of the real book, and we aren't using the real book, we're using the PDF. All right, let's go back and see what else we have on the menu here. We are going to make sure that you guys are continuing to practice the American Revolution Readers Theater so you're prepared for next week during our live sessions at 1 o'clock. And then you're going to continue to add to your real-time journal. And then for social studies, just a reminder that you have the entire weekend to do this, plus next Monday. And that you are checking in with me if you haven't done so yet. Make sure you're coming in at my office hours and checking in about your 3 projects. I'm just going to shout out to those of you that have taken the time this week to come and meet me in my office hours. I was very impressed today by the amount of people that showed up in my office hours asking extremely important questions and really doing a nice job at clarifying. And this is so important during this distance learning learning, that you're taking time to clarify. If you have not yet stopped to see me in my during my office hours, I really do encourage you to come and join me, even if it's just a silly question or just to stop in, drop in, say hi. If you have not stopped in, dropped in, said hi, and even asked me about the social studies project yet, you need to do that. That is part of the directions to come and stop in and ask me about the project and kind of get an okay. Science, again, you have 2 activities, so make sure that you are completing both of these activities before Thursday or Friday, I guess. And then your question of the day for your Flipgrid today is asking your class a question. So it could be any type of question. It could be a favorite. It could be a story question like what's your best, or your your scariest moment, or something like that. It can be anything you want, but you're going to ask a question on Flipgrid, and then what everybody is going to need to do, your goal is to be able to respond to as many Flipgrids as possible today. So you may need to check back into Flipgrid periodically throughout the day so that you're able to respond to everybody's question. It's kind of exciting. I'm noticing that not many people are responding to others, and that's kind of mostly that's another way to use Flipgrid, is by responding to the Flipgrid so that you're doing some sort of communicating with your peers. So make sure that you're getting that talking back and forth with your peers, and respond to some other Flipgrids today. Make that a goal so you're practicing responding. And as we had noted earlier, there are no live lessons at all this week, giving yourself time to get caught up and really doing a nice job, please, on your social studies project. And once again, reiterating that you need to stop in and say hello and get your projects okayed with me. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you between 10:30 and noon today.